Hello and welcome to my second Wentworth Woodhouse video diary. Here's what we've been up to since we last caught up. So we had a songwriting workshop where Joe Nelson came into Wentworth Woodhouse and we had the task of basically writing an entire song in a day. So we started the day with some warm-ups with the boom whackers, which are those tuned plastic tubes, and I love boom whackers, so I had a great time. Then we sat down and we just had some really good conversations around each other's experiences of dealing with mental health and working to the brief of listen or listening. Throughout the course of the day, Joe was so great with helping us to direct our ideas and visions down certain routes that would create genuinely like melodic and lyrical lines as opposed to just random words slotting together. And then we worked on creating beautiful tunes out of those, and it was amazing. And by the end of the day, we'd come away with an entire song, which was, I just couldn't believe it. It was great. The week after, we had an acting workshop with Phil, and that was awesome. I was a bit apprehensive again going into it because I'm quite self-conscious when acting. I don't have much experience of acting, and I personally don't think I'm very good at it. We read some scripts, and I always enjoy looking at scripts because I think the formatting is really interesting because I'm a nerd. And talking it through in small groups and pairs and having a go at working together to put particular spins on scenes was awesome. In the afternoon, we filmed a studio show, which was brilliant. I was lucky enough to present it, and we got a live performance of My Light, which is the song we ended up writing. And Joe did an incredible job. The lighting was amazing. The ambience, the scenery, the feel, 10 out of 10. So interviewing Joe and Phil was brilliant, and interviewing a few of my team members as well about their mental health was a really great experience. I fancy myself the next Phil and Holly rolled into one, so stay tuned on that. So, the directing workshop. We'd gone away during the week and each written a short script, and when we came back on the Monday, we broke into small groups and had the opportunity to work with on-screen talent. This was brilliant, and I got to work on the camera, which is a role that I didn't really realise how much of a directorial impact that had, like as a DOP, but working with a director to put together some really interesting shot lists and shooting scripts just completely opened my eyes to how perspective and camera angles play such a big part of the audience's perspective in a storyline, so I thought that was absolutely brilliant. The actors we worked with were great. Louis and Dan both brought like amazing strengths and different aspects to each of their directing styles. So Dan's got such an in-depth knowledge of like camera work and angles, and he'd made this really, really detailed shot list, which was awesome. And Louis has got so much experience working with actors and talent that it was really interesting to see him talk about the like nuanced emotions and breaking down the script line by line. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. So we had the chance to play with lighting and cameras in a camera workshop as well, and that was brilliant. I am not an experienced camera person, but it was awesome to get our hands on some of the amazing kit that Tom and Wentworth Woodhouse own, and just see what happens under the bonnet and have a look at all the different settings and really, really geek out to it. That was absolutely brilliant. On to the digital and AR, VR, MR, XR day with Keith from Block Digital. I just couldn't believe the advancements that have been made in augmented reality and interactive technologies. And the growth is just exponential. Learning what's coming in the future is just equally amazing and slightly terrifying, slightly matrixy, futuristic. I don't really know what to think, but it's coming, so that's cool. We got to have a go with some VR headsets, and it was awesome to be able to sort of 3D draw around the room that this technology had like processed and done all the assets for. I couldn't get my head around it, but it was amazing. And to just learn what is possible and what was out there, and it was great to get that in the bank for when we do our digital event. But before I talk about the event, I wanted to talk about the culture workshop that Steve did with us. I thought it was brilliant, and I think it's so important to be aware of how your background, your upbringing, your religion, where you are in the world can influence how you perceive a piece of art or media. I think going into the pre-production for the film and the event, it was so important for us to talk about. I just thought it was brilliant. It was also a great opportunity to just talk about each of our backgrounds and how we're quite a diverse group among us, and it just, I think, from my point of view anyway, it really helped just gain a better understanding of everyone as people, which I really, really enjoyed. Okay, now let's talk about the film and the event, because there is a lot. So we had an ideation session on Monday, sponsored by Domino's, where we started to just get loads of ideas down. We dished out roles for the film. The event is coming together. The following Monday, we sat down in our film team or event team and we hashed out a bunch more details. My brain, for one, was absolutely scrambled by the end of it, but it was a great experience to get together and flesh out ideas in a way that I don't think we've done before as a team, and it was absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to be producing the event, and as part of it, you may expect to see many Google Sheets in the future. And yeah, I just can't wait for the next update and to show you the progress. Stay tuned.